What's going on, everybody? You have Tone here, bringing you guys my playoff battle match for the PCL season number 2, taking on the Arkansas Razorwinds, coached by James, or JB Westside, coach of the Arkansas Razorwinds. So first and foremost, I do want to apologize with how late this video is going up. Long story short, I did get a new computer, so I was basically trying to transfer everything over to the new computer, and then it took a lot longer than I expected. So again, I apologize for this video being up so gosh darn late. Nonetheless, I'm gonna upload this and show that I didn't fall off the face of the earth or anything of the sort. So I played this game about a week ago. So this game, I'm sorry, I'm kind of panicking here, but anyway, this is a rematch from week number 5 of the PCL, where we played JB and we lost that game 2-0, and here we are in the playoffs in a 2-3 playoff matchup. So he has a very formidable team. Nothing has really changed much from the last time we played JB from then until now, with the only exception is he does have Magmortar over a Claydol. Everything else is pretty much the same, with the Landorus, Zero Aura, Empoleon, Mienshao, Slurpuff, Magmortar, Tapu Lele, Decidueye, Kyurem, Swellow, and Mega Gyarados, with his Z users being the Zero Aura and the Slurpuff. So the first time I played JB, he brought a pretty similar team. The only difference is he didn't bring the Lele and the Mienshao the first time. He brought the Kyurem and the Swellow, and it pretty much just came down to that game. Pretty much came down to like me underestimating my Nihilego's bulk, thinking it couldn't live a Guts Swellow Steel Wing, when in actuality it did, and I could have potentially have won that game if I went Nihilego. But that's in the past. This is the here and now. And not going to lie, with this matchup, I wasn't really feeling it. I'm not going to lie, because you see the team that JB decided to bring here, and to be perfectly honest, I 100% expected these exact 6 Pokemon. The Lele, Empoleon, Mega Gyarados, Lando T, Zero Aura, and the Mienshao, simply because, like I said the last time I played JB, he really had no reason not to bring Lele, because my Lele response is Aegislash, and Aegislash gets worn down by so much on his team between Mega Gyarados, Landorus, Fire Punch, or knockoff Zero Aura, knockoff Mienshao. Even though I have King Shield, it doesn't really matter in the likes of the Landorus, which Earthquake's a non-contact move. He brought Taunt, I believe he brought Taunt Mega Gyarados the last time we played him. And if I try to set up them, Empoleon could roar me out, so it's not really that, I can't really use that much of as a setup threat. And Lele could just bring Shadow Ball, so I really felt like this was the exact team that he could bring in this matchup. And lo and behold, he brought us the 6 Pokemon that you see on your screen. So as it's for the team that I built here, it was kind of difficult to try to build a team that I felt comfortable with, especially considering the components of the team is more or less the same that I brought the first time I played JB, with some slight variations here and there. The team itself is more or less the same 6 Pokemon. The only exception is I did not bring Crobat. I instead have the Clefable. So just a quick run down the team. There is no team builder because of time constraints. This video is already late as it is, and most of you who are watching this video has probably already seen JB's side, which went up I believe on Saturday, and I'm recording this on Tuesday. So the team I'm bringing here, I have Clefable with Life Orb, Calm Mind, Soft Boiled, Moonblast, and Thunderbolt. Mostly physically defensive with a little bit of special attack to guarantee to a KO Empoleon with Thunderbolt. Nihilego, same concept as the last time, except for instead of speed boosting Expert Bell with Charge Beam, I'm Choice Scarf with Power Gem, Sludge Wave, Thunderbolt, and Hidden Power Ice. I have Seismitoad with Stealth Rock, Earthquake, Ice Punch, and Low Kick. And the only difference between this set and the last time I played JB is I have Ice Punch over Icy Wind, and I'm running Poison Touch on my Seismitoad as opposed to Water Absorb, because Water Absorb made absolutely no sense in this matchup, because Mold Breaker from Mega Gyarados bypasses Water Absorb, and Empoleon should never look to try to click Scald in the face of a Seismitoad or in the sense that I have Seismitoad on this team to begin with. So next up, Mega Gallade. The first time I brought this, it was Bulk Up with Drain Punch, Ice Punch, and Poison Jab. The only difference is I am not running Bulk Up. I instead have the Substitute over the Bulk Up. Then I have my Hydreigon, which was the last time I brought this. It was Roost, Dark Pulse, Earth Power, and Flash Cannon with Darkinium Z, because his Dark Resist was between Mienshao. He didn't bring a Dark. His Dark Resist was Mega Gyarados after Mega Evolving the last time I played him. This time though, I replaced Roost with Defog in case he wanted to bring Webs with Slurpuff, and I have Superpower over Earth Power, so that way Mega Gyarados doesn't try to set up in front of Hydreigon for free, and it also maintains coverage for the Empoleon and I am Fightinium Z to hit those things really, really hard with Z's Superpower. And then lastly is my Aegislash, which is Weakness Policy with Autotomize, Sacred Sword, Hidden Power Ice, and Shadow Ball, with enough speed to outspeed Zeraora after Autotomize. So this will be going a little bit faster just because, again, this video is late. So in the off chance he decided to lead off with the Mienshao, I decided to lead off with my Clefable, even though I felt like Clefable did have a pretty decent matchup if I'm able to get rid of the Empoleon, more or less. Because with Empoleon going, if I can get rid of the Empoleon early, he has no Moonblast switching. And just looking at the team from a team preview standpoint, I'm assuming that either the Landorus or the Mienshao has to be Choice Scarf. I was leaning more towards Mienshao because of the fact that he would want to have something faster than Nihilego if I am Speed Boost in nature again. And he can't really count on Nihilego if I am Speed Boost, although it can check it if I'm not Choice Scarf or whatnot. But thinking about it, the other potential option I see the Mienshao being is a Solfest, like the UU spread, the Smogon UU set. Because that's a Solfest Mienshao is designed to deal with Hydreigon, which I do have. And the first time JB did not bring the best of Dark Resist, or his Dark Resist with Mega Gyarados, so I really feel like he could be an Solfest Mienshao to switch in on my Hydreigon a lot easier. I see that being a very high probable case. I see the Landorus potentially being a Choice Scarf variant with Empoleon being Rocks, the Mega Gyarados being standard Dragon Dance, or Dragon Dance Taunt to attack, something along those lines. And I see the Lele potentially being like a Taunt 3 attack set. I don't see Lele being Scarf because if he's Choice Scarf Lele and he locks himself in the Psychic, it's a free switch into Hydreigon. If he locks himself in the Moonblast, it's free switch into Aegislash. If he locks himself into Shadow Ball, free switch into Hydreigon again. So that's pretty much my thought process heading into this matchup. So that's why I felt like I would lead off with the Clefable, expecting him to lead off with the Mienshao. Even if he led off with Mienshao, I am reg enough bulk. I can take a Poison Jab from this thing relatively easily. As long as he's not like, if he's not like, I don't really feel like he would be Bandit or something along those lines. But in any case, I'm going to lead off with my Clefable, as he is going to lead off with the Lele, unfortunately. So I get that play wrong. But I figure at this point, I didn't really have a safe switch into Lele, considering my Aegislash is offensive, not Spadef. So he's going to make the play and go for Moonblast here, considering there's no drawback. I'm going to fire off a Moonblast on my own and do almost half. He's going to switch out his Lele and go directly out into his Landorus, as I'm just going to go for another Moonblast. Because judging by that damage, I knew I could potentially take another one. I could have also soft-boiled to keep my Clefable relatively healthy for the Mienshao in the back. But I'm going to go now and make the play into my Seismitoad, as he's just going to go for the solid U-turn play, knowing that I would try to preserve Clefable for the Mienshao and the Mega Gyarados. So he's now going to go onto his Empoleon. This is kind of screaming Shuckleberry, the way he just sent it in so easily. So I'm gonna Earthquake regardless here. I could have switched out into Glade this turn, but I also get a crit through the Shuckleberry. He's gonna go reveal the Grass Knot. So he's gonna pop my Rindo Berry, which is gonna suck because I was hoping to keep it for the Zeraora if he's Grass Knot like he was the last time. So now he's going to switch out Empoleon, preserve it for my Clefable. He's going to go out into his Mega Gyarados, gets the Intimidate off as I go for another Earthquake to try to knock out the Empoleon. To no avail. So now, with a Mega Gyarados here, I'm just going to go for the low kick. I could have gone out into the Hydreigon on this turn, but I felt like just go straight for the low kick, just to prevent him for not, just to try to punish him with the low kick if I get the Poison Touch, as I actually get the Poison Touch from the low kick, which is great. Because it now puts the thing on a timer he can't set up anymore, and I could have contemplated going out into the Hydreigon this turn, but I decided to let my Seismitoad go down here, so unfortunately I'm not going to be able to get up rocks in this game, but I am going to weaken the Gyarados enough so I can go out into my Hydreigon for free now. He goes for an Iron Head, as he's going to do a bit over half, but he does not get the flinch on my Hydreigon, and I get to fire off my Z Superpower on the Mega Gyarados, guaranteeing knocking it out. I didn't want to risk Superpower not killing because I'm not that much invested from an attack standpoint. And the Empoleon, I got the Empoleon decently low with the Earthquake, so it's sort of fine in this trade-off. Now he's going to go out into his Mienshao here, and instead of trying to, like, play around this thing, he's just going to go for the U-turn. I'm going to sack off my Hydreigon here, which is going to suck, unfortunately, because this now means that his Lele gets to click Psychic for free, as it goes directly out into the Zeraora here, as I'm not going to go out to my Gallade, and he's going to... I'm going to Mega Evolve here and click Drain Punch, thinking... I could take any one hit from the Zeraora, but unfortunately he is going to reveal he's Electrium Z on the Zeraora, and this is going to blow back my Mega Gallade to the great beyond, because I'm not that bulk investment like I was in the last game, and I don't have my Seismitoad around anymore, so this Gigavolt Havoc is just going to destroy my Mega Gallade, unfortunately. So now I'm going to go out into my Clefable here, thinking I can take any one hit from this, thinking I can take a Plasma Fist from the Zeraora, but he's going to knock off, actually, as I go for Softball. He's going to knock off my Life Orb, which I'm totally fine with, but I'm going to fire off a Moonblast, as he's going to switch out and go out into his Empoleon here, as I'm going to go for the Moonblast, try to get some damage off on something. And he's actually going to be faster than my Clefable and fire off a Flash Cannon. I thought that I did have some speed EVs on my Clefable to speed creep and Empoleon creeping in Clefable, but it turns out afterwards that we actually had the exact same speed investment. We both had 12 speed, and he ended up winning both speed ties. So my Clefable is gonna oh yeah, it says. That's not gonna happen eventually, but I go into A/slash here, and now I'm going to knock out the Empoleon with the Sacred Sword, and which is fine and all, but the problem now is Landorus now gets to come out for free, and this is pretty much looking like the beginning of the end here, because I did have a chance, but I'm actually going to just make a dumb play, sack off Nihilego here. I'm going to go Nihilego here on the Earthquake, thinking that my H/Slash can somehow take a hit in shield form, because this set does not have this doesn't have King Shield on this set doesn't have King Shield, and I was hoping I could take an Earthquake from this Landorus in King Shield form. In my shield form, then I autonomous get my weakest policy to activate and all that stuff, but that's not going to be the case. We do drop, and we are going to, unfortunately, be eliminated from the playoffs in pretty much the worst defeat all season. In any of the games I've played in the PCL, the result of the game, in my case, win or lose, has never been greater than a 3-0, and I ended up losing this game 4-0. Pretty badly. Even if I didn't make that last turn play and sacking off Nihilego, like if I there was no one move I could just freely spam with my Nihilego, because if I locked myself in the Sludge Wave and I did knock out the Landorus, I would have lost anyway. I could have hit him Power Ice, but he goes to Mienshao. He lives a hit. He lives a hit, a +1 hit. He knocks off my Choice Scarf. I'm slower then his Mien Shao, he then clicks high jump kick or whatever the case may be, and if I knock out the Mien Shao, then the Zero Aura comes in, outspeeds me, knocks me out with Plasma Fist. So yeah, either way, this game was like, it was pretty much a wrap from the minute. Well, it was no real sense of the game being over. It's just like I could have played the game a lot differently from how I started to how the game ended. Like there were definitely some places I could have did a little bit differently. I'm not gonna lie, but at the same time though, I'm not gonna worry about what could have been and all that stuff. But unfortunately, our run in the PCL is going to come to an end in round number 1 of the playoffs. Good game to JB. I know most of you guys who've already seen it sign already know the result of this game. Like I said before, I just want to get off my end, give my own thoughts and whatnot. There won't really be a season recap or any of that stuff. I really don't know what else to say in this regard. Again, I do apologize with this video being out so late. And all in all, I did have a lot of fun with this team. I got to use Aegislash for the first time in League format. And just to give my own personal opinion of Aegislash, Aegislash was actually a lot of fun. It caused people do complain about it being annoying with causing 50-50s with King's Shield, but all in all, it wasn't really that bad in practice when I was building with Aegislash. There were some moments where I won the King's Shield, but I couldn't risk my opponent setting up as I go for King's Shield, so it was a 50-50 with only my opponent, but also with myself. And with myself in the sense of using Aegislash, I tended to make the more aggressive play with Aegislash as opposed to the more conservative play. That probably kind of set back my Aegislash's performance in a sense with a particular team, but nonetheless, I did have a lot of fun. I got to use some pretty cool mons. I got to use Aegislash, as I mentioned. Clefable was amazing to use one more time. Nihilego I got to use for the first time ever. Size Patel has been great. Mega Gallade I've used for God knows how many times now. I know you guys I know some of you are very, very happy about me using a steel type not named Ferrothorn. And there was also some other games I was really happy about. The Blossom game from week 3 is always going to stick with me for quite a bit. So that was very, very fun. But yeah, all in all, this was a very fun season. It didn't end the way I wanted with the championship, but nonetheless, this was a very, very fun season. It's been a while since I recorded an entire season and uploaded it to my channel and say that I tried my best from start to finish. I had a lot of fun with this team, as I mentioned. I met a lot of great people in this league. I will more than likely I will be back. It depends on what happens down the road, but I think they said they were going to take a break until Gen 8. So it's probably for the best that not for the best. It's probably going to happen around that time, but depending on time constraints or anything, I will be back for the PCL season number 3. Hopefully get to try out some other new stuff and all that good stuff. So again, thank you so much, you guys, so much for watching. Thank you to Austin, aka Garchomp the God, for inviting me to take part in this season. I had a blast playing with this team, prepping with these mons. It's just a very, very fun experience, not gonna lie. And yeah, it kind of sucks that it ended this way, but at the same time, I'm not gonna complain. I had a lot of fun. JB played amazing. He had a fantastic team. He brought the correct sets. He played amazing. Again, could have been a little bit differently, but I'm not going to worry about it too much. But that's going to be enough of me rambling. Hope you guys did enjoy, and yeah, like, comment, subscribe, check out my opponent, support him in his run in the semifinals. And as for me, you'll be catching me in the next video. So until then, this is Tone, signing out for now. Peace out.